Aquarius. Today we're going to look at July 10th, 2025, and that's the full moon in Capricorn. We're going to look at Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising with specific messages for each. We'll look at numerology and astrology and the tarot cards. And we'll end the reading with advice for your sign. And in the description box below, I have links for meditations for each of these tarot cards I drew for you today. And if you feel seen today, subscribe and stay tuned for your next reading. Tell me what messages hit home today, and let's talk about it in the comments. I read all the comments, and I will reply to each and every one. So, let's talk about numerology, and the number for that day is 8. And the number 8 is about power and manifestation and resilience. It's associated with material mastery and the inner strength to transform obstacles into opportunities. So for Aquarius, the number 8 brings a reminder that your visions can become tangible, but only when combined with strategy and consistency. So you might suddenly feel the need to get serious about your ambitions, perhaps dusting off an old idea for a nonprofit or a community project or a creative invention and turning it into a business model. You realize the idea is gold and it needs a grounded action plan. In astrology, the full moon lights up your 12th house of endings, the subconscious, dreams, and healing, opposing the sun in your sixth house of work, health, and routines. So this lunation whispers that rest and reflection are essential before the next big leap. So let's start with the sun. Explain this a little more. So the sun is in Cancer, and that's your 6th house. So that's going to talk about habits and health and service. So this sun placement shines on your daily work and wellness. You're being asked to rethink how your daily choices affect your long-term vitality. So you might notice that overcommitting at work has left you exhausted. And the universe is hinting it's time to step back and nurture yourself. So then here comes the moon, and the full moon is in Capricorn. That's your 12th house. That's your inner world and release. So this moon invites deep emotional detox. You may find dreams to be potent or emotions bubbling up from past wounds. So your dream about someone from your past and waking up with clarity about something you never processed. So this full moon invites you to lovingly let go. Here's Mercury. Mercury is in Leo. That's your 7th house. So that's going to talk about communication in relationships. So expect bold, heart-led conversations with close partners or collaborators. So you may have a brave talk with your best friend or partner about boundaries, purpose, or shifting expectations. This is Venus. Venus is also in Leo, your 7th house. So that's going to talk about love, collaboration, and beauty. So Venus adds passion and warmth to your one-on-one bonds, but also a bit of drama if your heart isn't in it. So a casual date turns into a deeper connection, or you realize a current relationship needs more spark. Here's Mars. Mars is in Gemini, your 5th house, and that's going to talk about creativity, romance, and self-expression. So your energy is buzzing with ideas, and you're flirting a little bit, or you're spontaneous about projects. And this placement encourages you to move, to dance, to write, and to explore joy. So you might join a writing challenge, or start a summer romance, or pour your energy into art or music. All fun things. So let's talk about the tarot cards that I drew for you. Ace of Wands, and it came out reversed. And that talks about a blocked inspiration and delays and low energy. So the reversed Ace of Wands points to a pause in momentum or a creative block. You may feel frustrated because your usual spark isn't firing, or because someone or something is dampening your flame. So you've been wanting to launch a podcast or take a trip or pitch a new idea at work, and it's just not the right time. Maybe you're doubting yourself or burning out from past efforts. So here's your advice. Don't force it. Step back. When the timing is right and your energy returns, you'll know. Rest is part of creation. We have the Four of Blades, which is the Four of Swords. And that, again, talks about rest, recovery, and spiritual reset. So the Four of Swords says it's time for intentional stillness. This is your permission slip to retreat, to nap, to journal, to meditate, and recalibrate. So you might cancel weekend plans because your body's calling for stillness, or maybe you unplug from socials to reconnect with your inner voice and realign with your goals. So here's the advice. Rest is sacred. Prioritize healing. The magic you're looking for is in your stillness today. And then I pulled the Seven of Swords, which is a Seven of Blades, which looks like mountain goats. That talks about secrets and strategy and protecting your energy. So the Seven of Swords can indicate strategic thinking or a situation involving avoidance or deception. Sometimes it's about keeping plans private while they're still in incubation. So you might feel the urge to quietly exit a group chat, end a commitment without announcing it, or work on a personal goal behind the scenes. You're allowed to protect your peace. So here's your advice. Be mindful of how you use your energy. Not everyone deserves full access to your plans or thoughts. Move with intention, not guilt. So, how is this day going to affect Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising? So, Aquarius Sun, you're feeling more introverted and contemplative. There's a quiet need to retreat and gain clarity on what's next for you spiritually, creatively, and emotionally. So you could cancel a social event to work on your vision board or spend the day dreaming about the future in solitude. Trust that rest is the beginning of your next breakthrough. Aquarius Moon. Your emotional world is stirred by the past or spiritual insights. Old wounds might arise for reflection, not to hurt you, but to finally release. So you might find an old journal and reread entries that help you understand your current patterns. This moon is your emotional mirror. Aquarius Rising. You're presenting a quieter, more mysterious energy in the world. People may sense your depth and feel you're withdrawing a bit, and that's okay. So you might keep things closer to your chest at work or in love. You're preparing for your next big leap and don't need to explain yourself right now. So, what is the summary of this day and what does it mean to Aquarius? The full moon in Capricorn is your permission to rest, retreat, and align. You're not supposed to be on right now. You're supposed to be resetting. So the Ace of Wands reverse says it's okay if the fire dims, reignite it with rest. The Four of Swords says sleep, dream, journal. Let your nervous system exhale. And the Seven of Swords says protect your peace, keep your magic sacred, and move in silence when needed. Here's the real life takeaway. Don't force momentum when your spirit craves stillness. Withdraw with purpose, not shame. And let your quiet space become your fertile ground. So here's the advice for Aquarius on this day. This is not a sprint. It's a moment to stretch, yawn, and reconnect with what's real. Your intuition is louder in silence. Give it space to speak. Thank you, Aquarius. I hope to read a comment from you down below. And thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the next reading. And this is I don't even think that's... I don't know if that's okay, and doesn't matter. All right, and emotionally, no. So here's the rice. Here's the rice. No,